this one.
Thank our students for coming down and showing their enthusiasm about this afternoon. Welcome parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. We're here to celebrate. We call it our celebration of learning because that's exactly what it is. We talked about this in our Wednesday morning meeting just this week. The KPREP test, the statewide test that these students are all going to be taking portions of in a week, as you saw, a week, really demonstrate what they have learned their whole entire life. It's not just what they've learned as a third grader, because there will be questions and skills that are on the assessments that they learned in kindergarten. For example, in kindergarten, and I gave this example just the other day, they learned a lot about shadows. Miss Klein, Miss York, Miss Shady probably took them outside when the sun was out, and they watched shadows, and they talked about shadows and how they're formed, and they wrote about it in their science notebooks. It's that type of skill that we're going to have you all recall when we do those assessments at the very end. So it is a celebration of learning. It is about, today is about recognizing those students who scored in the proficient and distinguished areas last year. The students that are sitting here, parents, are the students that are our third graders, our fourth graders, and our fifth graders. Since this is reflective of the test that they took last year, third grade didn't take that test last year. Our fourth graders took our third grade test last year. So our fourth grade, they could score proficient in reading or math, or both. And that's what we're going to see. Our fifth graders, they were our fourth graders last year, and they took sections of reading, math, language mechanics, and science. As a fourth grader, that's what you all did. This year, as fifth graders, they are going to be taking reading, math, social studies, writing. So they have quite a few sections that they need to take, they will take this year. We invited our third grade because this is their first year of taking the KPREP. So they get to witness and see some of the celebrations that go on once they have taken it and once we've gotten the results back. So we invite our third graders because they have been working very, very hard this year preparing for our final piece, and that's our KPREP in a week or so. But we want to welcome everybody. We do want to get started. Now, I'm going to try to lay it out for you so that we can get through this and celebrate, because we did get some pizza that you all are going to be invited to at the end. But we want to get through this piece because this is really the most important piece. We're going to call up the distinguished group. For these distinguished students, we want you to come up this side and exit that side this time, okay? Let's see how distinguished you really are. Okay. Now these students, they scored distinguished, and for our parents that are kind of new to this, on the state assessment, you'll get results back and it'll say novice, or apprentice, proficient, or distinguished. So this is the top of the line. This means that their answers went above and beyond what an answer should require, that the answer required, and they scored more points in these different areas. And I do have to make a disclaimer right now. If we have left out anybody, please see either Mr. Wright or me or Ms. Peebler. We'll look it up on the computer to make sure that we get the correct certificate and recognition to you. Okay, and then we also apologize in advance. But Ms. Peebler and Ms. Taylor, they went through the list and through the lists again. So, but if we did miss somebody, because you know there is human error, we apologize and just let us know. We'll look it up. All right, and these kids are also invited to a luncheon tomorrow that we serve you all to this luncheon. So tomorrow for lunch, we'll call down fourth graders at a certain time for lunch up on stage on us. And then we'll call fifth grade up. Okay? See, another thing that third graders can look for next year. Cool, huh? All right. Here's our distinguished group. Philli King, distinguished in math and reading. Kelly Ton, distinguished in math. Sarah Wolf, distinguished in math and reading. I know Cheris is not here. She has distinguished in reading. Sabrina White, distinguished in reading and math. Grant Gutterman, distinguished in reading. Monica Rodriguez Benitez, distinguished in reading. And Gage Ward, distinguished in reading.